Okay, bit of a challenge with this one. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the game makers have given the character a new gadget on his gauntlet in the form of a rope launcher. Now this is basically a device that will fire a rope up, hook onto something and pull him up to another level. Now, that is quite tricky. I've had a bit of research on YouTube. I can't find anyone that's managed to do this all in the one device. I've seen people fire hooks up, attach things to them and then pull themselves up separately, but not in the one device, and let alone small enough to fit on your arm. This one's going to be tricky, but we do not shy away from challenges, do we? No! Bring it on! Alright then, Colin. Anyway, I'm going to need a base, something to start from. So, I've got this. This is one of the things I used to mount the Wolverine claws on. I've made another one. And we're going to put on here something which fires the grapple hook off. That is where I'm going to start. How am I going to do that? Remember these? The Uzis from the Far Cry Tuk Tuk? Ah! Excellent. Now, what I actually want to do is use the little CO2 cartridges which fire the BBs to fire our grapple hook. So that is what we're going to make first. There we go, that's made a little house for our cylinders. Now we've got to kind of divert that off, make a little valve so we can utilise the pressure to fire our grapple hook. Very neat. A barrel. Set up. Now the valve I've made here is supposed to be like a little shaft with a series of seals on it, and when it's in its stationary safety position the pressure's in between these first two, and then when you push it forward the kind of moves over and then allows access to these little holes which go through to the end which fire the grapple hook out. That slides in the end there like that. Tighten that on there. Lovely jubbly. So once that's mounted on my arm I'll be able to go, oh, I'd like to get up there. Off the grapple hook fires, boom. So, that leads me to the next job, the grapple hook. Got my grapple hook, looks a little bit odd, but there is a reason for that. The original thin line which I wanted to use, I was going to put in a little groove down here, tie it on the end here and sneak the knot in. That was no good. A, it wouldn't hold my weight, and B, it used to snap off because it would look, these sharp edges was cut into it. So that was no good. Now, got some thin wire. That would hold my weight, but it's too stiff and it won't coil up properly. So every time you tried to fire it, it just used to get in a knot and a mess and it didn't work. So, the solution was this nylon rope. Now this is quite good, holds my weight. Quite loose, doesn't tangle up or coil up or anything like that. Now, it has to go on the other end of the grapple hook, so kind of the wrong end of what you want to put it on, which means the barb hooks have to face the other way, so when it fires it kind of flicks round. But I've made this wonderful little eyelet, look, which I've smoothed all the edges off so the rope can go around there, my whole body weight can hang off it and it doesn't cut into it, and everything's good. Now, so we slot that in here, like so. Very nice. And then we've got the coiling problem of how to get this rope off the device without it becoming a tangled mess. For that, we've got this little creation. Now this is basically 3 stainless steel rods which I've welded together at the end, and then bashed another one down the middle and then kind of like parted them in like a triangle effect, like that, and then we fix that on here. Right, so that's on there like that. So you can wrap the rope around it. The grapple hook can file off. It goes boom, spools off really nicely. Doesn't hold any resistance or anything like that. Works a treat. Like I shall demonstrate. Right, so we put this in here. Let's just wrap the rope round. Right, let's pressurise it up. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Yeah! There we are. Hook fired, rope launched off beautifully, no knots and tangles, excellent. Now the tricky bit, winching it all back in, and can I lift myself off the ground? Can this become a completely functional rope launcher? That's the next video. Let's have it!